Hey guys, Kev Collects here, and I have another awesome action figure review to do today. Um, Something that I've honestly just been like waiting for in the mail and everything, which is funny because it's not like I'm not a huge fan of this character, but I think like honestly just like the visual, just like look of the figure and everything like that, and the kind of like backstory that I know of the character really kind of drew me to it. Um, but that is going to be Marvel's Firestar. So yeah, so the cool thing about Firestar is Firestar has been in like legitimately every superhero team you can really even like think of. Like, well, at least big superhero teams. Like she started off with the Hellions, which isn't necessarily a superhero team, but she started off with the Hellions, then like New Warriors. She worked with the X-Men and everything because yes, she is a mutant. And on top of that, she's also been an Avenger for like a short amount of time. So really cool, really cool. Definitely someone who's really interesting. And I mean, like a lot of people, especially with this figure and everything, and the certain background, the accessories and everything, and even like the look in the back, she's mostly associated with her time being with Spider-Man and well, being part of Spider-Man, His Amazing Friends, along with Spider-Man and Iceman. So yeah, so this figure is definitely cool. I know it's like a long-awaited figure for a lot of people, so it's really awesome that I'm finally able to have her. So yeah, looking at the front of the box, this is how she looks. I apologize about the ring light. Always a little bit of an annoying thing to deal with. But yeah, she's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Comes with an extra head sculpt, extra hands, flame effects, and Miss Lion, who I know nothing about. So I'm assuming she's probably from the TV show or something, but yeah. But okay, so let's get this girl unboxed. I mean, like, her power set is pretty awesome, and interestingly enough, which I mean, I guess they kind of went into in the comics and everything, I don't really know much about it, but she actually got cancer because of her abilities. And her abilities are basically able to, like, manipulate, like, microwave kind of radiation and use it for, like, flame effects. She can basically, like, fly using it, you know, stuff like that and whatnot. Which is pretty cool. But yeah, I found it to be really interesting that she could get affected by the radiation because, you know, it is her power set, and usually in a lot of comics, people are immune to their own abilities and everything, or the harmful sides of their abilities. So yeah, that was definitely a weird thing to happen. But I guess what they said is that basically because I guess she had an issue kind of with her body developing the kind of like shielding aspect of it, she just did not, she wasn't able to heal, to keep herself safe from the radiation, and ultimately got cancer because of it. So yeah, pretty scary. But yeah, so first thing before I get to the figure I'm going to start with is this background. So I'm assuming this is like a big popular background from the Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends kind of thing, but it's really big. Like, I mean, you could legitimately stretch this out and you got yourself a nice little display area. So I really do like that, and I'm definitely keeping it because I don't know, it's just a cool kind of like laboratory background. I'm really living for that. That's really sick. All right, so there's that. Yep, the box and whatnot. But I'm thinking I'm still saving because I really do just like the visuals of this. It's just cool. Yeah, and oh, I never read it, but basically says Marvel's Firestar, Angelica Jones soars into battle harnessing the power of microwaves to combat evil as Firestar. So yeah, pretty sick. But okay, let's get into this figure. Alright. Oh, sick. Okay, cool. Alright. So I guess I will start off with the figure, and then we'll get into like the accessories and stuff like that in a moment. Alright. So yeah, pretty cool. But alright, so here is Angelica Jones. That is a really awesome action figure. I'm always a fan of like hair that's kind of like windswept, and because of the fact that she is like basically able to manipulate microwaves to the point that she can create like flames and stuff like that, it's very cool to see this kind of like fiery hairpiece. This like kind of windswept hairpiece that kind of even like has like a fiery kind of look to it. Really loving that. Like, oh my god, especially for like a flight kind of pose, or her just kind of just sitting there, just like standing there, just kind of looking down at you, just like Yeah, I'm about to kick your ass. You know, it's really, really sick. All right. So yeah, to give you guys a closer look at the face and whatnot, she is cool, really awesome and everything. Very pretty face with a really awesome little kind of like face mask. And yeah, I'm loving this. I'm actually really, really loving this face. It's cool. It's definitely different. I think it's a new face mold. Right, nothing I've really seen before, so that's pretty sick. Going to the hair does have a little bit of like a, it looks like, I'm trying to think if it's like a dark, deep red with like a light orangey kind of overlay, or if it's opposite. If it's like orangey, light orangey red with like a dark shading to it, because yeah, it's really hard to tell, but there's definitely like a dual tone. It's definitely not picking up on camera. Let me see if I can actually edit the lighting. Kind of change the lighting down a little bit to see if I can help you guys. But if you guys can see, it's a little darker here, and then it's a little lighter up top. So let's see that dark light, dark light, dark light, dark light, dark light. So yeah, it's pretty sick. I'm really, really loving this head sculpt. But yeah, and then like going down now to the chest area, she has this really awesome like collar, which I know, I'm trying to think what figure also had this collar, and I feel like it was a figure recently released and everything that also had a collar piece like this. Oh, Black Widow. Yeah, I think Black Widow, the Black Widow from the Walmart exclusive figure, had the same exact thing going on, with the high collar, which honestly I love, because like, you know, especially when it comes to certain figures, that have like more of kind of like a plain type of like suit for the most part, things like that really do make it pop. And I really think that's fun, and I think it really works well for this character, and also because of the fact that it's not some kind of like low-zipped, cleavage, screaming kind of look. I really do like that. And the funny thing is, there is actually, I think in the comics there was a little bit of a time that she was given a suit which had a low cleavage, and she was just like, and I really like that. I do like that. I'm not saying she's modest, but she's definitely like, nobody's getting a good look at them. All right. So yeah, so even though I did say the suit was pretty plain and everything like that, the glove area and the kind of boot area has this awesome kind of flame effect. So it goes from like a nice bright red to like this like orangey, fiery type of like color, and I love that. Oh my god, especially on such like a simple kind of suit and everything. That is just, those touches are nice, and they are painted on very, very nice. I can definitely say that they did not mess up on that. They did very well in the application of this. Like, I mean, like if I look close enough, there might be some little like specks of like red kind of seeping through in certain parts and whatnot, but nah, that is nice. Very, very nice. All right, and then going to her back, she does have a little hole in her back and everything. If you have like a peg stand that can maybe allow her to fly, which honestly, I think I do have an extra one, so that'd be really cool. I can probably get her in some cool poses. So that's pretty sick, All right, and yeah, so to articulation and everything, at least with this whole setup and everything, her head does allow her to go up a little bit. All right, so about like that much, not much, but enough to really naturally look up. And then, yeah, I guess you can say her head does go down a little as well. You know, so she's gonna look down at people and everything, like, peasants, you are the peasants. I am a fiery goddess. Yeah, I'm really, oh my god, I'm like actually really loving this figure more than I originally thought I would. Woohoo! All right, and then going to her arms. All right, her arms do have a single jointed elbow, so it goes about that much. You know, a simple little 90-degree, nothing too crazy, but honestly good enough for me. Right, and that goes for both arms. Her arms do go out about that much and everything, so they go high enough, right, for a natural look. All right, and they do like to swivel all the way around and whatnot, so that's good. Going down to her chest now. Her chest does have a nice amount of rotation. The only thing is it does get to that little gapping point, so you gotta beware, you know, if you make her body arch too much and everything, it might become a little unnatural. So I mean, like, the most you can really get it before you really see that gapping is guess it's not necessarily that much. Like, it's all about how you have it positioned. I mean, like, you can have her like this and maybe it wouldn't look too bad, you know, but the moment you bring it up, you're gonna see that gapping, you know, so it's like, it all depends on preference and angle. All right, she can look forward that much, so, you know, with her head and everything, you can get her to look like somewhat okay. Yeah, pretty good. All right, going to her legs now. Her legs do go up about that far, so nice range of movement there. And they do go back about that much, but start to angle outward because of the buttocks. All right, there's a swivel at the thigh, which is awesome. All right, her, oh my God, her legs are double jointed and everything. She has double jointed knees and everything, so she can get some good little poses like that. All right, and then going to her leg does go up, down, and then does have a little ankle rocker. So yeah, I am loving that. All right, so yeah, she's a nice figure, definitely a nice figure, pretty much like what we get nowadays with the Marvel Legends. But yeah, and I definitely think this body sculpt is perfect for her because, you know, she is like on the slender side, but she's not necessarily like super skinny. She does have a little bit of like a muscular build, at least the figure and whatnot. So it's nice. It's very nice. Very nice. So yeah. So now, as before, she does have some accessories. So first of the accessories are going to be these 2 extra hands. That's a little hair. She has an extra hand that's kind of pointing outward and everything, that kind of like hand shooting kind of like hand or whatever. And she also has a fisted hand. All right, so an extra fist and whatnot, which is pretty cool. All right. Then when it comes to her abilities and everything, she does have these nice little like red flame effects that are pretty interesting because they're red, they're kind of like translucent, and they have like a nice kind of shading from like an orangey kind of deep red to like this nice lighter kind of orangey yellow, and it's nice. It definitely looks cool. And I mean, I've always been a fan of these pieces. These are some of my favorite pieces they have and everything. I don't know when they were introduced and everything. Personally, I think it was it Magic? Because I know Scarlet Witch had them, and I think they work perfect with Scarlet Witch and everything, but it might have been the Magic figure who was the first to really get these, I think. Yeah, I don't know. But definitely a good reuse. All right, the next thing is going to be her little puppy, Miss Lion, who I know nothing about, but is a really cute build regardless. I'm not gonna lie, I might actually sell Miss Lion online, I'm not sure. But one thing I can definitely say, which is honestly pretty surprising, but whatever, pretty cool, is this little pupper actually does have head articulation. It's on a little, I think it's on a little ball joint or something, because the head can go up, like she's looking at a biscuit, or down, or not necessarily down, but kind of straight forward, and it can swivel like all the way around, and yeah, kind of, oh, I can even tilt to the side. Oh my God, I might just want to keep this just because of that. Wow, that is pretty cool. And it's little pink bows, so nice little touches. But okay, and then the last accessory is her extra head sculpt. So this one is definitely for the ones who are fans of the whatchamacallit, Spider-Man and Amazing Friends, because it's very reminiscent of that. It has a really old school type of flared out hairstyle, which is awesome. This hair sculpt is so cool. And it is a different face as well. I'm trying to think, is this, oh, it's also a different mask. So yeah, so this one's a little more angled and whatnot, a little more pointed, kind of like the vintage Black Widow, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, I could really see them reusing this, or maybe for like a vintage Black Widow figure. I think she had something very similar. It was a very sharp cat eye type of look. All right, and then when it comes to the hair actually has multiple colors. It has like this nice kind of like red hair with a little bit of kind of like auburn strips throughout. So I'm really loving that. That's very cool. And according to other people, very close to what her hair looked like in the show. All right, but to show you guys what it looks like. Oh my God, like, okay. All right, so hold on a second. So if let's see, because I know people had issues with the collar. Oh, I guess. Okay, no, you know what? If you tuck the hair and everything, or tuck the collar behind the hair, you can actually get it to work pretty well. I mean, it's stiff, all right? So I mean, I'm not gonna say you guys get a lot of range of You know what? Maybe I spoke too soon. Okay, hold on. All right, so here is the figure, and here's how she looks, which is so cute. Oh my god, I love this hair. I really actually do. Like, look at that hair. Like, girl, that is cute. Oh my god. So when it comes to, just show you guys, when it comes to the like articulation of it, it's not a lot. I mean, it does feel pretty stiff, but it can move, so it can kind of go over, it can go forward. Pretty good actually. Oh my god, actually was forward pretty nice. All right, and then when it comes to back, not really much because, you know, her hair is very hard and everything, and definitely doesn't allow that much circulation. But wow, I'm actually like really kind of questioning which hairstyle I like more now that I think about it. Because I always do love a nice side swept hair, especially for like a flame kind of character. But this hair sculpt is very cool. Damn. But regardless, very pretty head sculpt as well. Like, I love the lips and everything. Again, with these like new head sculpts, they're really doing nice. She does have that kind of like young, hip, female type of like face, and she looks happy, which is very cool. They were able to really bring out like a personality. Like some people have very stagnant faces or just very kind of like faces. Hers is very just joyful, and I like that. So yeah, all right guys. So that is the cat. You know what? Let me try to like pop off her hand and let's see if I give her other. So let's see. Alrighty. Let's see what we're getting. I'm not gonna lie, these pieces always kind of like, I just put them however the hell it works. It's not really anything particular. I kind of like follow and everything. Kind of just stick it where it sticks, and if it stays, it stays. So let's see. Cool. Alright, so give you guys a good look and whatnot. Here's her and her powers. Pretty cool, guys. Pretty sick. But alright, that is it for my review today. I hope you guys enjoyed it and everything. I know I've been like kind of like distant for a while and everything, but there's nothing really new that I like that I really want to review. At least in terms of action figures. I mean, even like the dolls too were kind of getting a little boring for me and everything, but I did manage to score some new ones that should be coming in the mail relatively soon. So hopefully. Oh, wait a second. I also did get a Marvel Legends Jean Grey figure, so I might actually do a review on her as well. So expect a review of that soon. Also, I might even do it in a little bit if I'm gonna be honest, but okay. But yeah, guys, that's it for the Marvel's Firestar review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely recommend it as a figure. Really awesome. It's a really standout type of figure in my collection. I feel like just visually just has a nice pop to it. So, yeah, go get her. Alright, I got mine on I got mine on Entertainment Earth, so just letting you guys know they're restocking soon. So if anything, definitely hit them up because they got me this doll, this figure, pretty quick. Alright, peace.